What's up everyone and welcome to Ben's Car Reviews. I'm Ben and today we'll be dissecting the 2025 Chevy Trax. Let's get right into it with the chart. There are going to be 5 different trim options for you to pick from for your 2025 Trax, and guess what? They are all under $25,000, which is phenomenal to see. The LS starts you off there just over $20,000, and both those top trims are going to be tied at the top at $24,300. So should absolutely be a trim level here that falls within your budget, as this is really one of the most affordable vehicles on the market today, and you're going to get a good amount for the money. Looking at the engine, yes, this is not a race car, so don't expect a ton of horsepower for your $20,000, but you're going to get that EcoTech 1.2 liter turbo, 137 horsepower, 162 pound-feet of torque. This is plenty of power to move along. Don't think that's going to be so slow that you can't even reach 40 miles an hour. Just not going to be beating too many other vehicles from the stoplight. Paired with a 6-speed auto, front-wheel drive is standard across the board. Potentially really the only knock on this, not even an option. Even at the top for all-wheel drive, just front-wheel drive is the setup. But that might help MPGs a little bit because you get 28 city, 32 highway. So overall, this chart is filled with a lot of nice information compared to some of the other ones. Real quick, guys, here are Ben's Car Reviews. I try to bring most accurate, relevant information under 10 minutes. There's no misleading and no waste of time. If that's something that's intriguing to you and you like this content as you watch, please like and subscribe so I can continue to grow the channel. Let's keep going. The new look Trax seems to be popping up more and more on the roads, and I'm not opposed to it at all, because although the back end is a bit of an acquired taste for the design, the front and side profile more than make up for it. This Trax is cool now, people. This is not the Trax of the past. This thing looks good. The super thin headlights look so sharp for that initial impression, along with that commanding grille, just so well designed. Those lights are powered by LEDs all around, which is another thing. These trims are in the low 20,000s. You're going to get LEDs. Definitely noting that. IntelliBeam is standard. LT and higher will get the signature LED daytime running lights also. The overall front end, as I mentioned, with the aggressive angles, just looks so good and is totally unexpected if you're still used to the old look. This thing really transformed. The LS will get 17-inch steel wheels. The 1RS has 18-inch black machined aluminum. LT has gray machined aluminum at 17 inches as well. The 2RS has 19-inch black machined aluminum, and the Active has 18-inch black aluminum. So there'll be some varying sizes here. You get the biggest on the 2RS, but I think the Active may take the winner as the best looking. And the black wheels do add a lot to the overall look of this Trax, in my opinion. Sometimes black wheels just really help a look, and I think they do here. All-season tires will wrap all these wheels, and the other good news about the wheels is that you'll get a spare tire standard. All exhaust tips will be hidden, which I think is a little hurtful to the design, at least on the 2RS and Active trims. It would be nice to see a nice chrome polished tip, or even dual tips. I think they add a lot to an overall look. The Active will have exclusive exterior trim. Active Aero shutters are available on all trims. The door handles are body colored standard. Outside mirrors are black, body colored or high gloss black, and they are heated on the RS trims and the Active. The body side and window surround molding will be black standard. Again, all those trims. The RS trims and Active will have unique front and rear lower fascias. The LT will have its front and rear lower fascias in silver. There's a manual liftgate standard. A rear spoiler is standard. Roof-mounted side rails are standard on the LT and higher. The cross rails are available on the LT and higher also. Again, available, not standard. StabiliTrak is standard. There are convenience packages available. The Trax measures in at 178.6 inches long, 71.8 inches wide, 61.4 inches tall, and that's 7.3 inches of ground clearance, which I think is overall just a really nice size for a lot of people. Not too big, but you get some functionality of an SUV. So, having 5 trims under $25,000 is a phenomenal way to begin choosing the best bang for your buck. Given the interior standard features beyond what we just looked at for the exterior, you'll be quickly drawn towards the top end of the trim ladder. The LT is the lowest I would choose, but the looks of the 2RS are more my taste, so I think the 2RS is the best bang for your buck, at least for myself. Also, as you'll see next, the 1RS has some desirable features, so that's also a good option if you'd like a sportier look. Basically, any trim up here is up for grabs. And if you're wanting to option in packages and start a little lower on MSRP, the 1RS may be the best way to go. But let's get into that interior. Matching an eye-catching exterior is a very well-designed interior. Unfortunately, the levels of standard creature comforts and materials are minimally eye-catching. Chevy definitely wants to lure you towards the top trims. The LS and 1RS have an 8-inch infotainment touchscreen, and the LT and higher will get the larger 11-inch screen that looks much more fitting in this interior. Wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto is standard on all trims though. The LS and the 1RS will also get a smaller 3.5-inch driver's information gauge cluster. The LT and higher have the much larger 8-inch setup. A wireless charger is standard on the LT and higher. LS and 1RS have the basic 4-speaker audio system. The rest of the trims add 2 more for a 6-speaker system. A power sunroof is available on all, but the LS, I can't believe this thing isn't standard on one trim, not even the top 2, but it is what it is. Thankfully, the MSRP is low if you're trying to option that in. Heated front seats are standard on the RS trims, and the ACTIV, a heated steering wheel, is also standard on those trims. The LS and 1RS have basic cloth seats. LT has cloth and Ecotex, and the top 2 trims have Ecotex on their own. Seats also have accent stitching available. ACTIV is the only trim with standard 8-way adjustable driver's seat and 2-way power lumbar. Buckle to drive is standard on these, which of course I'm a huge fan of. And one other knock, unfortunately, with there only being single zone climate control on these, it's not ideal, but it is automatic on most, but the bottom 2 trims will have manual single zone climate control, which you just never really see these days. Definitely a bad part of it being so inexpensive. With the second row folded, you'll max out at 54.1 cubic feet of cargo volume, which is nice to see. You're going to get many driver's assist, safety and technology features standard also to keep you safe and comfortable. Overall, I think Chevy took advantage of the low MSRPs to not equip them with many desirable features standard and hopes people package in some things. The exterior is great, and I love what they've done, but the interior is certainly lacking beyond the design. In review, guys, if you're in the market for a small SUV like this Trax, you're checking this one out. I think you're off to a great start because there's a lot to like about this, especially for those price tags. If you're looking at the comparisons, certainly the first one's going to come to mind, for me at least, is that new Buick Envista. Price points are extremely similar, as well as a great design and interior features. They all match up really well, so certainly cross-compare those. I will attach the review for my 2024 Envista at the end of this, along with the other competitors that I have reviews for, which is the Mazda CX-30 and the Subaru Crosstrek. I'll get those all down there for the 2024s, and keep an eye out for when I do the 2025s as well. But if the Trax is the way you're leaning, you're a Chevy fan, you really love the new look Trax, and I think you're making a great call. I love the fact that they're all under $25,000. Even if you want to go with the base trim and option and everything you can get, you're still not going to be at a high MSRP. Even if you do it at the top trims, you're still probably going to be well below $30,000, which it's just unheard of to get a fully loaded vehicle brand new for under $30,000. So love to see it. Love to see you can get some SUV capability for some, I don't want to say minimal price tags, but minimal compared to everything else. So if you go with the Trax, I think you're making a great call. It should be a great vehicle for years to come. Hopefully this video will lay things out quick for you guys. Thank you for watching this Benz car review. Please subscribe if not already. If you have an idea for a future review, drop them in the comments and I'll see what I can do. If you'd like to become a member of the channel, I have that option. Check that out. Join if you'd like. I'll catch you on the next Benz car review.